Something huge is happening in the auto world, and no one saw it coming. While headlines are filled with talk about electric vehicles and the future of clean transportation, one major player just slammed the brakes and took a sharp turn. Toyota, one of the most respected names in the industry, just made a move so unexpected, it's sending shockwaves through boardrooms across Detroit. It's bold, it's controversial, and it completely flips the current narrative around green technology and American innovation. Some are calling it a genius strategy. Others say it could wreck everything the US auto industry has built over the past decade. But what exactly is Toyota planning? And why are so many people calling it a direct challenge, maybe even a threat, to US automakers? Stay tuned, because once you see what Toyota's up to, you might never look at the car industry the same way again. While most automakers in the US are racing full speed ahead toward an all-electric future, Toyota just hit the brakes and took a sharp detour. Instead of going all in on EVs like Tesla, Ford, and GM, Toyota is doubling down on hybrids, a technology many believed was on its way out. In fact, the company recently announced plans to lean heavily into gas-electric hybrids and plug-in hybrids, pulling back from the aggressive EV timelines dominating the US market. Why? Because the data shows EV enthusiasm may be slowing down. Sales of electric vehicles have cooled off in recent quarters, especially as concerns around high prices, limited charging infrastructure, and range anxiety continue to haunt buyers. Toyota believes that most consumers simply aren't ready to switch, and they might be right. Company executives say they're focusing on giving people options, vehicles that are efficient, practical, and don't rely on an immature charging network. Their hybrid sales are booming, and models like the Prius and new hybrid Tacomas are flying off lots while many EVs sit unsold. By going against the grain, Toyota is positioning itself not just as a competitor, but as a disruptor. And that's making US automakers nervous, because if Americans decide they'd rather go halfway electric for now, Toyota wins. Toyota isn't just making bold claims, they're putting serious money behind this plan. In late 2023, Toyota announced a jaw-dropping $13.9 billion investment into its battery manufacturing operations in the US, centered around a massive new plant in North Carolina. This facility will be a critical piece of Toyota's hybrid and plug-in hybrid supply chain, with plans to produce up to 30 gigawatt-hours of battery capacity annually by 2030. That's not just a factory, it's a message. Toyota is signaling that it's here to compete on American soil, creating thousands of jobs while securing domestic battery production. And they're doing this while many American automakers are facing layoffs, paused EV projects, and uncertain timelines due to supply chain challenges and rising costs. This strategic manufacturing move also gives Toyota a powerful advantage. Local production means faster delivery, better pricing, and more control. It positions them to flood the US market with affordable, high-efficiency hybrids at a time when consumers are looking for practical solutions, not futuristic promises. It's not just about the cars anymore. It's about owning the infrastructure that powers them. While most automakers are betting everything on a single path, full electrification, Toyota is doing something very different. They call it the multi-pathway approach. Instead of forcing all their chips into one solution, Toyota is investing in a mix of powertrain technologies, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, full EVs, and even hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. It's a strategy based on flexibility, giving customers choices depending on their needs, budgets, and local infrastructure. Why does this matter? Because not all regions are ready for EVs. Rural areas still lack charging stations. Urban buyers may not have home charging options. And with rising electricity prices in some states, going electric isn't always cheaper. Toyota's multi-pathway strategy allows them to serve every corner of the market. Now, not 5 or 10 years from now. They're also being smart about emissions. According to company executives, producing one full EV consumes enough battery materials to build 6 hybrids. By focusing on hybrids, Toyota can reduce more total emissions with the same resources, a claim that's gaining attention in sustainability circles. And then there's hydrogen. Toyota's Mirai hasn't taken off yet, but the company is quietly continuing R&D, betting that fuel cell tech could make a comeback in commercial trucking and long-range transportation. It's not a gamble, it's a hedge. And in today's unpredictable market, that might be the most disruptive move of all. Before we dive into how Toyota might be playing 4D chess while everyone else is still charging their batteries, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps the channel more than a double espresso on a Monday. Okay, let's continue with the video. Toyota's strategy isn't just bold. It's a direct challenge to the direction American automakers have taken. Companies like Ford and General Motors have gone all in on electric vehicles. They've retooled factories, committed tens of billions to EV production, and even set public deadlines to phase out gas-powered models. But with Toyota offering a more balanced, hybrid-first path, these aggressive bets are starting to look risky. Ford recently admitted its EV division lost over $4.7 billion in 2023. GM delayed the release of several electric models due to slower than expected demand. Meanwhile, Toyota's hybrid lineup continues to post record sales, and they're not facing the same production slowdowns or inventory pileups. What's worse for US automakers is that Toyota's move might resonate more with middle-class Americans, especially those hesitant to buy expensive EVs or deal with unreliable charging networks. Hybrids offer a familiar driving experience, better fuel economy, and no lifestyle changes. That's a powerful combo in a country where convenience is king. Some industry analysts are even warning that Toyota's play could set US automakers back years if it works. If hybrid demand keeps growing, and it is, Detroit's EV-heavy strategy could quickly start to look like a costly miscalculation. Toyota isn't just building cars, they're reshaping the market on America's own turf. Here's the truth automakers don't like to talk about. Most Americans still aren't ready to go fully electric. Recent surveys and sales data confirm it. While EV interest remains high, actual purchases have slowed. Charging anxiety, high sticker prices, and a patchy charging network are turning away everyday drivers. And in that hesitation, Toyota sees opportunity. Hybrid sales are booming. In 2024, hybrid demand surged by over 60% in the US, and Toyota captured a huge slice of that market. Buyers love the balance. Better gas mileage without the hassle of charging. You just fill up and drive. Let's save at the pump. Toyota's success isn't based on convincing people to change how they live. It's about meeting them where they are. That's a huge reason why their hybrid SUVs, trucks, and sedans are outselling expectations, while fully electric vehicles, from rivals like GM and Hyundai, are piling up at dealerships. This shift isn't just economic, it's psychological. Americans want cleaner options, but they're not ready to leap. Toyota's hybrid push speaks to that middle ground. And as long as the infrastructure gap exists, they'll keep winning over consumers who want efficiency without compromise. Toyota isn't trying to destroy the US auto industry, but their strategy might just flip it on its head. By rejecting the one-size-fits-all EV rush and instead focusing on hybrids, plug-ins, and a broader powertrain mix, Toyota is positioning itself as the most adaptable player in the game. They're not chasing headlines, they're chasing sales. And so far, it's working. US automakers who bet big on full electrification are now facing hard questions. Should they slow down and reintroduce hybrids? Should they pivot like Toyota? Or double down and hope the EV market rebounds quickly? One thing is clear. The auto war isn't about who goes electric the fastest. It's about who understands the market best and delivers what consumers actually want. Toyota's plan is controversial. Some critics call it regressive. Others think it's brilliant. But if it leads to stronger sales, lower emissions, and consumer satisfaction, it may force a reckoning in the halls of Ford, GM, and even Tesla. The future of cars in America won't be decided by the loudest voice. It'll be decided by who adapts, and right now, Toyota might be adapting better than anyone. If you found this video eye-opening, let us know what you think of Toyota's bold strategy in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, it's totally free, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the future of the auto industry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.